going to try to break this down as easy as I can. Flexibility is usually something that I would consider as a passive movement, okay? Being flexible can help your mobility, but being mobile doesn't, I should say, require you to be fully flexible, okay? So you can also be somebody who is very flexible, but you might not have the best mobility. So mobility is a more active way at looking at a movement. And I'll give you a little bit of an example here, and hopefully this will clear things up and make it a little bit easier to decipher and understand. So let's say you're doing a knee to chest exercise. So you're sitting in a chair and you are bringing your knee up to your chest as high as you can. So to kind of assess your flexibility in this given exercise, you would grab the knee itself and gently assist it up to your chest, okay? How far it can go at that point will show you how flexible you are. So if you can't lift your knee too high up to your chest, you're not very flexible in that given position. You don't have the flexibility, I should say, to bring your knee all the way up to your chest. Mobility, on the other hand, would be doing the same movement, bringing the knee up to the chest, but without any assistance. So it combines the strength of the muscles at the joint and the flexibility. So if you are somebody who can pull your knee all the way up to your chest and you don't need to use it for any assistance, you have very, very good mobility and likely some really good flexibility. If you are somebody who can only bring your knee up to the chest with assistance, you likely have pretty good flexibility, but maybe so-so mobility. So if we're thinking about somebody who has pure strength, they're really, really good at lifting that knee in a strong setting. Say if there was like a huge heavy weight on your knee and you needed to lift it up, you'd be able to, but you might not be able to move that knee for a very long range of motion, okay? So you might only be able to move that knee up a couple inches, but that couple inches you're going to be really, really strong at. So mobility kind of involves moving of the joint actively. Stretching is more passively. I'll give you one more example here. So we can use the ability to move your thumb, and I can't even do this very well, your thumb behind your hand as an exercise. So my flexibility for this is, decent. I don't know if this is even good, but that's with me assisting it. So flexibility, I'm assisting it, okay? That's one aspect. Mobility would be if I do the same exercise, but try to do it without holding on. You see my mobility, the ability to do it without that assistance, I can't do it quite as much. So mobility, active, flexibility, passive, very similar. You can be very flexible, but not mobile. Usually if you are mobile, you do have quite a bit of both. And usually that's what is what people are striving for, right? We don't want to be just flexible where we can just bend. We want to be able to be strong and flexible in very tough positions, okay? So like a deep squat, for example, the better your mobility is, the better you can get down there and be strong in those positions. So if you learned something new from that and got some value, go ahead and drop the video a like, explaining the differences between there pretty succinctly for you. And on top of that, go ahead and also consider giving the channel a subscribe, as we help individuals of all abilities improve their overall health and knowledge of the gym.